This is why I recommend, if you're coming to Athens, always plan on at least spending 72 hours here. It is definitely worth the 72 hours. I think anything shorter is going to be a little bit rushed. And man, this city is just so great. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of ground to cover.
God Hephaestus, and he was a fire. He did metal work and all that, and he was very strong, powerful. That was built 450 years before Christ.
The double-decker sightseeing bus that you see right behind me is actually a really good, affordable option to get around the city. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another beautiful day here in Athens, Greece. Now today, I'm gonna run around the city and I'm gonna talk to you guys about prices, what you can expect to spend on a vacation here in Athens, Greece. And along the way, we're gonna visit a lot of the historical sites here in the city, to include the Temple of Zeus and of course the Parthenon. So join me and let's explore Athens together. This is a city that has a lot to offer, but you have to plan right, and you have to plan right to make sure that you make the most out of your time and of course your money when coming here on a vacation. So let's start exploring this massive city that has so much to offer. And now we find ourselves at a beautiful bakery. Now, one of the best ways you can start your morning off in Athens, and one of the cheapest, is by visiting a local bakery. Here you're gonna find a lot of traditional pastries and snacks to kick off the day, and also it's a good place to load up on snacks if you're heading to the Acropolis, the Parthenon, and a nice day of sightseeing. So right now we actually just got done ordering a fresh orange juice, 2 lattes, and 3 different bakery items, and we only spent 13 euro. If you want more of a traditional breakfast, I guess for us coming from like North America or maybe other European countries, you can expect to spend anywhere between 10 to 15 euro per person, or should I say per meal, especially if you're looking for like an English breakfast, eggs Benedict and omelets, things like that. So why not get cultured and save a little bit of money and visit a local bakery? And trust me, guys, this is where you're gonna find some of the best food and also some of the kindest people. Every time we come in here, the staff is always smiling and they're always super friendly, helpful, and they got great recommendations. If you're here in Athens, this is what you need to kick off the morning: a goulati and a coffee, and you're gonna be good to go. Anyways, we're gonna enjoy our breakfast and then we'll continue on to explore. We're actually gonna jump onto the big red bus, do a little bit of sightseeing, and then make our way to the Acropolis. Amazing breakfast. Now, before we actually make our way to the bus station, I want to show you guys the accommodation that we're staying at right now for the next few days. And do stick around to the end of the video because I'm also going to show you a more budget-friendly option as well. But for right now, let me show you guys our hotel. First, I want to talk to you guys about the hotel that I'm staying at here in Athens during my time in the city. I actually chose to stay here at the Athens TR Hotel because of its very centric location, and of course because I love a nice spacious room with some incredible views. Now this room right here can range anywhere between, well, $200 to $400 a night depending on the time of year that you visit. And right now we're staying at one of the rooms that have beautiful views of Ammonia Square, which is by far one of the most centric locations in the city. Now I'll show you guys the room here in a second, but this area is magnificent. There's a lot of bakeries around. It's only 10 minutes walking to the Acropolis, only about 10 minutes walking to Syntagma Square where the Parliament building is located, and you can watch the changing of the guard ceremony. And around the area, like I mentioned, there's just a lot to do, a lot of restaurants, cafes. It's a good vibe and a place you want to call home when you're in the city of Athens. I mean, Athens is a massive city, and being in an area like Ammonia Square in a hotel like the TR Hotel will allow you to just walk everywhere within a few minutes. Now, our room, as you can see, it's extremely beautiful, very modern. We got a big king-size bed, a table, stunning views of the Ammonia Square, a nice little desk to work on with a hot water kettle so we can make teas and coffees, and the bathroom has a very unique modern design. Now, like I said, this is where I'm choosing to call home here in the city, and I highly recommend it. We've been here for a few nights, and let me just tell you guys, this place, is gorgeous and the breakfast is incredible. You got such a wide variety, a big selection, and yeah, there's nothing better than kicking off the morning with a nice big breakfast, especially when you're out here exploring a lot of the sites like the Parthenon, the Acropolis, and yeah, so much more. So if you're looking for a hotel to stay at, this is the one. Beautiful hotel, right? And I definitely recommend it. It's only about 10 minutes walking distance from all of the popular attractions here in the city, to include Monastiraki Square, which is one of the main squares here in Athens, and a place you're gonna be crossing quite a bit as you're exploring this city. Now, right now, we're actually about to jump onto the sightseeing bus. The double-decker sightseeing bus that you see right behind me is actually a really good, affordable option to get around the city, especially if you're an elderly person or maybe someone with a disability and walking around is quite difficult for you. Getting a bus tour is something I recommend. They actually have a 48-hour pass that costs 25 euro, and for 24 hours, it is 23 euros. So why not pay the extra 2 euro and have full 48-hour access? They actually have over 15 spots in the city and an audio guide in over 13 different languages. Right now, we're about to hop on the next one that comes by, and we're gonna make our way over towards the Temple of Zeus. But yeah, definitely keep these buses in mind. They're great options. And if you want to just see all of the city as well, man, why not sit on the top, bring a hat, and just enjoy the views of Athens as you see how diverse this city truly is from the top of the bus. Now, another thing that you're gonna find here in Monastiraki Square are a bunch of different cell phone SIM card service providers. But last year, unfortunately, Gladys, get on in here. What happened to us?
Yeah, we purchased a SIM and then it never got activated.
Yeah, we got scammed, man. We spent like 50 euro, never ended up getting our service activated, and that's why I want to talk to you guys about a safer option and the sponsor of today's video, which is Olafly. Olafly is my go-to eSIM service provider, and for those of you who are new here to the channel, they help me stay connected all around the world. They have plans in over 200 destinations around the world, and if you're coming here to Europe and you're doing a little Euro trip like we are this month, then I recommend checking out their Europe regional plan, which covers you in so many destinations, including here in Greece. Now, the best part about using their eSIMs is that they have unlimited data, and they also have hotspot capabilities, which is amazing. If you're planning on doing a little bit of work here in the country from your laptop, you can easily turn on the hotspot from your phone and connect that device, as well as share it with other people that you're traveling with here in the city as well. Now, purchasing a plan with Olafly is super easy. You can hop onto their website and have a scroll through all of their different plans and packages, or you can just download the application, which I personally recommend doing. Using Olafly is very simple. You can actually install your eSIM prior to your travels and activate it the moment you land. That's actually what I did, and I was able to use it to order my Uber from the airport here to the city center, and of course, call mom and let her know that I landed safely, which is important, man. Call your mom, call your wife, let them know that you made it to Greece safely. And if you want to try Olafly today, please check out the link down in the description. You can save 5% off by using the link or by using the discount code TRAVELWITHCHRIS upon checkout. Trust me, guys, you will not be disappointed. It is my favorite way to stay connected while traveling, and I only recommend the best. All right, our bus is almost here. Let's jump on and start exploring. Now, while we're on top of the bus enjoying the views, I want to talk to you real quickly about the prices of getting to the city. So we actually used Uber, and all of the yellow taxis here in the city are the Ubers. No private vehicles can use Uber here in Athens, and trust me, it is one of the most convenient ways to access the city. It is about 45 euro to come to the city center during the day and around 50 to 55 in the nighttime. I don't know why it goes up in the evening, but yes, you're gonna pay more during the nighttime. Now, you can also access the city center by metro as well, but that costs between 9 to 10 euro. And you can also find buses that take you from the city center to the airport and vice versa for around 6 euro a person. Since it is two of us and we do have a lot of luggages, we find that the Uber is the best option for us when we're arriving to Greece every single time. And literally, guys, the Uber is super easy to use. and we got an Uber ride within 5 minutes after picking up our baggage. So super simple, easy to use, and our driver was so friendly. And pro tip, you can only catch an Uber from gate number 4 when you're arriving. And now we have made it to Hadrian's Ark, and seriously guys, I couldn't stress it more. You need a hat. Wear a hat. The sun is brutal in the summertime. But yeah, this here is Hadrian's Ark. It's actually an 18-meter arch that was built to commemorate the Roman Emperor Hadrian, and it is made entirely out of marble, the same marble that is used to build the Parthenon. And this is actually a completely free attraction to visit. It is beautiful. And yeah, definitely worth coming by, but I'd recommend coming by in the evenings or early mornings to avoid this brutal sun that we got going on right now. Now, right in front of us as well is the Temple of Zeus. Now, the Temple of Zeus does have an entrance fee, but I'll put you guys in on a little secret. You can actually see it for free just outside the gates, and trust me, it's good enough. Unless you're a diehard Greek history fan, you really don't have to enter the Temple of Zeus. Seeing it from outside is enough. But I will let you guys know one thing. There is a ticket that allows you to visit all of the sites that cost 35 euro per person, and it spans across 5 days. So if you're here in the city for more than 1 day, then that ticket will be the best option for you. But they also do have a 30 euro ticket that covers the Acropolis and the slopes, but it's only for 1 day, and you want to make your reservations for the Acropolis well in advance, at least 2 months in advance if you're coming in the peak summer months, because we did ours just a few days ago and all of the time slots were booked, which is why we're heading up there in the middle of the day from 12 till 1, which is not recommended. That is the most brutal time to visit, and I have a feeling we're gonna pay for it. But let's explore this area for a while, and then we'll make our way over to the Panathenaic Stadium. Standing just outside the Temple of Zeus now, and I want to make a correction. This one is actually not included in that 35 euro Acropolis and the slopes pass. This one here is actually 8 euros for adults, 6 euros for anyone over the age of 65, and I believe for European citizens it is 4 euro. But do correct me if I'm wrong down below. However, very affordable, yet we still won't be going in because, yeah, we got a lot to explore today, and this one isn't like the #1 spot on our list. You can't do everything in 1 day. It's impossible, guys. So if you want to dedicate your time in other areas of the city, you really got to pick and choose certain destinations. This is why I recommend, if you're coming to Athens, always plan on at least spending 72 hours here. It is definitely worth the 72 hours. I think anything shorter is going to be a little bit rushed, and man, this city is just so great. There's a lot to do, there's a lot of ground to cover, and you don't want to rush it. And we have made it to the Panathenaic Stadium. This here was created for the Panathenaic Games, which took place around 330 BC, before Christ, which means that this is over 2,300 years old. Now, this place is super historical, but it also made history again in the late 1800s when it became home to the very first modern Olympic Games. Now, this stadium is massive and can hold over 60,000 spectators, but what makes it unique is that it is entirely constructed of marble. This place is stunning, and it is a must visit when in the city. The ticket price is 10 euro, and you can actually get an audio guide as well. Right now, we're gonna go on inside and spend a little bit of time here. And they also do have an area where they have replicas of all of the torches that have been used during the Olympic Games as well. So I'll show you guys some of that, but then we'll head on off because we're already cutting our time short to visit the Acropolis. Just made it off the bus, and man, we almost missed the bus. We were running, but the driver, man, he waited for us, and luckily he did, because our time slots for the Acropolis is in about 25 minutes, and right now we're walking through the Plaka neighborhood, and today we're actually going to be entering through, I believe it's the south entrance, the second entrance. It's not the main one where most people go in through. I believe that's the one you got to go through if you're going to purchase your tickets, but since we already got ours in advance, we're going to enter through the back side because it just happened to be closer to where we just came from. But around here, you're going to purchase a lot of or you can purchase a lot of souvenirs. Here they got postcards for 30 cents, magnets for €1.50, all kinds of souvenirs. And it's also a very vibrant part of the city as well. Obviously, probably one of the most touristic neighborhoods, but it still makes for a great place to walk around. It is beautiful. And just up there is the Parthenon. Actually, we turned around real quickly before heading on up. We got to get a little power snack, man, and gyros is the way. This here's a chicken gyros, and man, it's only €4. €4 for a nice little snack before we head on up, and it was made incredibly fast. Inside we got chicken, tzatziki, tomatoes, onions, lettuce. Oof. Wow. Unreal. So now we're in line to enter, but it's moving quite fast. I was a bit worried when I first saw it, but it's moving quite quickly. But I can tell you what, it's going to be very crowded up there compared to the last time we came right when it opened. So you got to get your reservations in advance, because the time slots for the early times of the day were fully booked. Not like when we've come in May or in October, when you got like a little bit of flexibility. Right now in the summer, you got to book everything in advance. And now we're about to start the long journey all the way up to the top of the Acropolis. And I'm not going to bore you with too much information about this place, since we are talking about prices in this video. So just enjoy the footage with the traditional Greek music, and we'll catch up with you guys afterwards for lunch. Oh man, it is cooking. You got to come out here like Gladys, man. UV sweatshirt.
I learned this in Asia.
Yep, that's how she's been traveling ever since we've been in Asia. So, yep, let's go to the top, and I'll see you guys afterwards. It only took us about 20 minutes to get up, but honestly, not hard at all, especially because there's a lot of places to stop and do some reading on the way up. But yeah, look at all the people, guys. And now we're gonna go up, explore for a bit, but this view of the city is just stunning. The view alone is worth walking up here for, let alone this. Wow, it's like a dream come true.
Hephaestus, and he was a fire. He did metal work and all that, and he was very strong, powerful. That was built 450 years before Christ.
Wow.
Even older than the Parthenon was built in the 4th century, and it's the only one that stands with a roof on, because he was a very strong man. Everybody respected him and all that, and he was very good with his work. So that's the temple of Hephaestus. If you go into your internet, you'll find it.
Okay, we'll go check it out.
There.
You have to go there. It's the only one that stands, it's before Christ, 450 years before Christ. You have internet?
Yeah.
Look for it.
Write Hephaestus,
Hephaestus.
and you write a Greek god, Hephaestus temple. I'll tell you how to spell Hephaestus, because it's a Greek name, right? It's H. Where are you? Can I talk? Hephaestus temple.
Yes.
Let's see
Here.
it. Yeah. That down there.
Okay.
It's 450 years before Christ.
Wow.
And everybody goes up there, but nobody notices that. Some people just walk by, and there's something magical about this place. You get a feeling out of it. Like some people go past and, wow, what's that? You know?
Yeah.
Their instincts, they can feel something.
That's what it is, huh?
Yeah.
Are you from Athens?
I'm Australian.
Australian.
Yeah, my parents are Greek. I'm here from 2004. I live here.
Okay.
Anyway, I like music.
Yeah, I think the musicians make the environment what it
Right,
is, man.
Right.
It's beautiful.
I
Keep
agree.
it up. You're
I
amazing.
agree. Yeah, thank you so much.
And thanks for the talk, man. I appreciate it.
You
Yes.
look up that. You'll
Yes.
see it's beautiful.
All right.
And if you can get the opportunity, go down there.
We will. We want
Go
to.
down
Yeah.
there. It's the only one that stands with a roof on it.
Okay, awesome.
What's
Thank
your
you so
name?
much.
My name is Fondas.
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 Thank you for the recommendation.
Right.
You are so nice.
Okay.
Thank you,
Enjoy
Fondas.
your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, Fondas was such an amazing guy. So right now we're walking down to hopefully find a restaurant that we could sit down and eat at that is delicious. I should use Google Maps and look up some reviews, but man, I'm feeding off of vibes and energy. If there's some good music, I'm sitting down. And wow, please subscribe to the channel if you're really enjoying these videos. And I also have a lot of Greek videos from Santorini, Mykonos, other places around Greece that you can check out on the channel. And subscribe, because in the next few days I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna make a video tipping all of the street performers that I see. Man, those people make Athens special during the summertime, and it breaks my heart how many people just walk by and record and take videos or photos and don't leave anything, man. Nothing. And the people are always so kind. They're so nice. They don't, if it was me, I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? But no, the people here are just so kind, friendly. Man, don't do that. If you're enjoying someone's time, that's how they make a living, man. Tip them, and trust me, that will go a long way. All right, let's get some lunch. Right now we're walking to this restaurant called Eugenia, which everybody has told us nothing but amazing things about. It's this one right here. Hello, how are you?
Fine.
For
how
two?
are you?
Doing great, thank you. Oh yeah, this is perfect. So we sat down here at this restaurant called Eugenia, and we read online that, yeah, it had a lot of great reviews. So we sat down here and we actually got a big beer, an Alpha, a Coke Zero. We also have some bread that was just served to us, and we got a Greek salad, pork steak, which is like a pork chop, and also a stuffed pepper with tomato and rice. And for everything is about 50. It is about 40 euros for two people. So that's about what we've been budgeting the entire time that we've been here. And it's safe to say that when you're out eating, you know, around the Plaka neighborhood, you're gonna be spending around 20 per person.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, that looks amazing.
You can share with the plates.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow, look at this Greek salad. Here's the pork chop. Wow, that is amazing, guys. The food here is so good. Definitely recommend this spot. The thing that's awesome about Greece is it doesn't matter what restaurant you sit down at, the food is gonna be good, whether it's touristic or not. And that is hard to say for a lot of big cities around the world. But here, they don't mess around, like Lada said. They don't play, huh? How's yours?
Oh, so good. You have to try this.
That's the stuffed pepper with rice. Oh, it looks amazing.
Stuffed tomato. Oh.
Now let me show you guys what roughly $80 can get you a night here in Athens. This here is a 2-bedroom apartment Airbnb. Here there's a couple places to sit down, television. Gladys is enjoying the couch. And then over in this direction, we actually have a balcony, which is quite nice. It overlooks this beautiful little alleyway streets. There's a cafe down at the bottom, and the environment is just super calm, relaxing. There's a table that you can sit down at to enjoy the view or a morning coffee. Then this here is the kitchen area that is very vibrant. That is very nice. You have a washer dryer, an oven, a big refrigerator, an espresso machine, but they don't leave any Nespresso pods. You got to purchase those yourself. And then let me roll up this. There is another small balcony as well out in this direction where you can like dry your clothes. Man, it's beautiful. And yeah, here's the sink area, stove top, and these are both bedrooms. There's one in this direction that has a nice bathroom attached to it, television, plenty of storage space. And this here is the second bedroom, which, yeah, it's very spacious as well. Another television, and it also has a walkway that leads to the balcony as well. Now, as I mentioned, this was $80 a night. Here's the second bathroom. It also has 2 bathrooms, which is amazing. This was $80 a night. But I will tell you one thing. You don't get cleaning services, and yeah, you gotta do the self check-in and self checkout all on your own. So if you are not technically savvy, man, using Airbnb might be a bit complicated. I know that because we got a lot of older friends and we tend to do the Airbnbs for them. But if you can work your way around the Airbnb app and follow the instructions, no problem, then this is a great option. However, if you're one of those people that stresses out a lot and it might give you like severe anxiety having to walk through a neighborhood to look for your proper apartment, I would stick to a hotel to simply just relieve yourself from that stress. But yeah, pretty spacious, right? An amazing bargain for $80 a night during the peak season here in Athens. All right, now we're gonna go and explore our last temple of today. Right now we stopped by to relax with a cup of coffee, and to be honest with you, I don't know if you see it on my eyes, but I am tired. The heat here in the city of Athens in the summer, it wears you out, and the little walk up to the Acropolis or to the Parthenon and all of the walking we've been doing around the city has gotten to me. But we're about to visit our last temple of the day, and this coffee here in the Monteresaki neighborhood, and look at how beautiful this area is. Super touristic, obviously, but super beautiful. Costs €5, so definitely not a cheap latte, especially because, well, we just got done walking in an area called, I didn't film it, it was called Ekateria. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it's about 10 minutes out of the center, and all of the lattes in the coffee shops there were €2, but they're not in front of ancient temples, man. So you gotta pay $5 if you want to be by the temple. At least it's good. At least it's good. And this is a vibe, man. Look at the views. Look at the views. Look at the beautiful facades of the buildings. We got these trees hanging up above us. Yeah, no complaints, man. No complaints. All right, so we're gonna relax here for a little bit and we'll make our way over to the temple. So we made it to the entrance of the temple of Hephaestus, but unfortunately we're not gonna be going in today. It is €20 a person to enter because, well, this area is known as the Ancient Agora, and there's a few other sites that you can see, but I must say, right now, there's only an hour and 20 minutes left until closing, and we're not going to have enough time to fully explore this. But the Temple of Hephaestus, just like Fondas told us earlier, who was playing the instrument, is one of the oldest structures here in the city, and it is the oldest Greek structure that still has its original roof or ceiling intact. So it is definitely a place worth visiting. And tell me, how cool is this, guys? If you take the public train, you can actually pass by the front of the Temple of Hephaestus. Now, this place is definitely worth the visit. It is one of a kind, but we'll be here many more times, so we're definitely going to get the chance to visit. However, if you're coming here and you're only coming for a few days and you think that this is going to be one destination you won't return to, definitely make sure to plan accordingly. But like I said, in one day, in 2 days, it's hard to squeeze in everything. You got to come to Athens with time. Anyways, this is going to be the end of today's video. We are going to have a dinner later on, but I think you guys pretty much got the gist of the prices. It's roughly around 40 to 50 euro for 2 people every time you sit down around these touristic areas, unless, of course, you're getting gyros, which are about 4 to 7 euro depending on where you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was able to bring you guys a lot of value, and if you end up coming to Athens and any other expenses surprise you, please drop them down in the comments so that other people that are coming here can get a better idea of what they expect to spend. And of course, if you come back here, let me know exactly what was your favorite part of the city and what I didn't show in this video that you definitely recommend. Also, if you're a local, drop all the hidden gems down below. Come on, where's the cheapest gyros? Where's the best food? Let us know down in the comment section. And for now, well, I'll leave you guys with this amazing view, and I'll talk to you guys again soon for another one. Later, guys.
You were always smarter.